Hi, I'm George Valentine. I'm an employment services specialist, have been for over 20 years, helping people make that move from facing their challenges to moving forward toward their dreams. One of the things I love talking to folks about is to have a resume and preparation for interviews that shows what you can do, not necessarily just what you have done. A lot of times a resume shows what you have done but doesn't really tell people what you're capable of, given the right situation. The best way I can explain it to folks is that if you've ever walked into a grocery store, most everything in the grocery store has a picture of what's inside. For instance, here I have a can of cut green beans. And I know that if I open up the can, inside are things that look a lot like this. If you look into bags of potatoes, if you look into most anything that's out there in your grocery store, what's on the outside is a representation of what's in. Sort of like a resume. A resume would tell people, yes, this is who I am, this is where I've been, but there's one thing that's special in a grocery store, and that's the seed packets. In the seed packets, here I've got one for green beans. On the outside is a picture of green beans. Inside isn't this. It's seeds. It's something that shows what could be. If I use the right soil and pay some attention to it and give it the right environment, it will go on to make dozens and dozens of green beans, many more than what's in this can. One of the things I like to tell folks about is in a resume, instead of showing what you have done and trying to connect the dots, show what you are capable of doing. Show that you have what it takes, the heart for the job, that you have already know how to work with people and understand the perspective of people different from yourself. Show that you have the ability to have energy about you and the ability to meet the needs of people even when you're not feeling well, even when your knee hurts or it's raining out, that you have that energy about you, that you have the ability to relearn things, that you can find something that you're not familiar with and learn it to the point where you can effectively and efficiently do the job. You can't just yet, but given the right ingredients, given the right time, given energy on your part, you can become that seed packet resume. Also, that you have the ability to own and take responsibility for what your actions are, for what you've been able to do. You see, a resume built like a can of beans is static. It's just there. It doesn't show what you're capable of. If you are facing challenges in your job hunt, you have to show what you're capable of. Maybe not a picture of where you've been, but a picture of what might be. Please take a moment and think about that and write down the different things that you're in the process of becoming. Because you're not just a static can of beans, you're in the process of becoming something bigger and special and better than you are today. That's it for this round of the Hero Method. Please come on back. Thanks again. We'll see you later.